Fundamentals of Chinese, Unit 4, Family. Talking about a photo, understand it. The first sentence in our dialogue is 高文中，那是你的照片吗? So there's some familiar vocabulary in here and some unfamiliar. Here's something new in this unit. Na. Na means that. This and that to that. Just this and that. So here, if this weren't a question in English, you would have that is you. But then we have this de here, so what exactly is that? Well, de is the possessive particle. So it's used very much like our apostrophe s. 老师的名字, teacher's name. So the de kind of makes the, it does what this apostrophe s does. It makes the name possessive. Okay. So now we have 你的. So something that belongs to you is yours. Right? So we have this is your. This is your. So let's keep going. 照片. 照片 means photograph. So we come back here. 照片. This is your picture. But it's a question. So can you reword that into a proper English question? And if you did it correctly, you come up with 高文中, is that your photo? 高文中, 那是你的照片吗? Okay, next we have 是, 这是我爸爸, 这是我妈妈. Okay, so you just learned 那, which means that, and here's 这, which is this. So you come up here and you come up with this is 我. Now, the, you just learned that it's used like an apostrophe s, but when you're talking about very personal pronouns in colloquial speech, they usually take the de out. So there's no de here, and you'll see why in a minute. Baba is father, and mama is mother. So you have this is, and because it's just known that this is my. See, so this character 我, it can be I, me, and even my. This is my father. This is my mother. 是, 这是我爸爸, 这是我妈妈. So I kind of just gave this away. The meaning is yes, this is my father, this is my mother. Next in the dialogue we have 这个女孩子是谁? 这个女孩子是谁? Okay, so we have this ge here. You haven't seen that before, I don't believe. Ge is a measure word. Usually when Chinese have a number, even if it's only one, a number and a noun, there usually has to be some measure word between it. Kind of like in English, you might say a flock of sheep. You can't just say, well, you can say some sheep, but when you're talking about the group, it's a flock of sheep. So, ge kind of works like flock in this case, but it's much more commonly used. For example, 一个人, a person, 一个学生, a student, 一个老师, a teacher. So you have one in each case, the number one, only one, and then you have a noun. So when you have a number of something and a noun, then that measure word's got to be in there. Now, it also appears between, the measure word that is, also appears between a demonstrative pronoun and a noun. So the demonstrative pronouns are like this and that. So you have this and that. This child, that male student. So you have 这个孩子, this child. 孩子 is child. 这个孩子, this child. 那个男学生, 那个男学生, that male student. And then finally in this student we have 女孩子, 女孩子. So can you decipher this sentence? 这个女孩子是谁? Well, you have everything you need to figure it out except this last character, 谁. But let's see what we have so far. This girl is, and then it's a question. So what could this 谁 mean? What could this possibly mean here? 这个孩子是谁? This 女孩子，这个女孩子是谁? This girl is, and then we have something here. Well, this character 谁 means who. So in Chinese, in words using questions, question pronouns, the word order is exactly the same as in the declarative statement. So you have the declarative statement here. 这个女孩子, this girl. Okay? And then, so all you need to do is just replace the part of the declarative sentence with the appropriate question pronoun. So before we come back to this, well, we're going to come back to this in a minute, but let's take a look at an example of this. So let's take a look at the example here. Here we have a sentence. 那个女孩子是李友。那个女孩子是李友。那个女孩子是李友. That girl is Leo. So this is our sentence that we're going to start with. That girl is Leo. Now, because statements can be made directly in the questions without changing any word order. See, in English you have to change the word order. That is Leo is the statement, but then we have to switch that and is. We have to switch it around so we can ask the question, is that Leo? That is Leo. Is that Leo? So the question, whether it's a question or a statement, we have to swap is and that, or that and is. But in Chinese you don't. So here you have the declarative statement. That girl is Leo. 那个女孩子是 Leo. So if you want to turn this statement into who is Leo, then all you need to do is take 那个女孩子, this part here, and replace it with who, or 谁. 谁是 Leo. Who is Leo? 谁是 Leo. And in this case, the word order is just like English. Who is Leo? But now it changes a little bit. We come back to 那个女孩子是 Leo. That girl is Leo. Only now we want to ask the question about this portion. Okay? So we want to change this into who is that girl? Okay? So the declarative statement says the same. Last time, our question about who was here. 谁是 Leo? But now our question isn't about who is Leo. It's about who is that girl. So we put the 谁 in this position, as you see it down here. 这个女孩子是谁? Who is that girl? Here, that girl is who? That girl is who? 这个女孩子是谁? Now, this may take a little bit of studying and careful thought in order to grasp this. And there are three more examples that you can look at on page 47. And I suggest you spend some time on this until you fully grasp it. So, what does this sentence mean? You have 这个 this, 女孩子 girl, 是 is, 谁 who. So, pause and work that out. And if you're correct, you should have come up with who is that girl? 这个女孩子是谁? Who is that girl? So you remember in the dialogue, Wang Peng was asking about a photograph, and he saw a girl in the photograph, and he's asking, 这个女孩子是谁? Who is that girl?